I guess this is gonna be something about, how would I describe it? It's gonna be, my perspective on physical fitness. Do I look like the most physically fit person out there? No. I think I got about 20 pounds I could probably lose easily, but could I still pass an Army APFT, which for people that don't know is an Army PT test or physical test? Yeah, and I do okay. Do I get 300s, which is the top score? No. But I'm 36 years old. I can run a 2-mile time in under right around 16 to 16:30, which isn't bad. That's 8 minutes-ish a mile. I can do 40 correct push-ups to 45 correct push-ups in 2 minutes, and I can do close to 60 sit-ups in 2 minutes. And that's really with minimal effort on training. This year, I'm gonna buckle down. My goal is to start running more again because I was running previously about 15 to 20 miles a day. A week. And I was, we were working out a lot more. I think in the active duty sense, you kind of get a little bit on the relaxed side of it because you do work out together a lot, and that's what we did. We worked out all the time. And then you come back and you're on the reserve side of things, it's on your own. And I was doing that for a while, and then buying the house, getting busy, not really having time to go to an actual gym, it makes things difficult. So you have to do what you gotta do at home. I think physical fitness for 3-gun or physical fitness for shooting competitions is hard. You need to be in somewhat of good shape. You can't be 150 pounds overweight, unable to bend a knee, unable to squat, unable to get from the prone to the standing to a run position. And if you're winded, if you're hurt, if your knees buckle because you're just out of shape, then yeah, I do have a problem with that. I think you really need to look at yourself and go, what can I do to be better? What things can I do? And like, if you're younger, or if you're looking to get some workouts in, the simplest thing you can do is run. Unless you're incapable of running. I mean, when I've enlisted with the military, I had a run. I never ran. I enlisted at 26. So the last time I ran was maybe 17. And I don't think we ran more than a mile. So what I had to do was I had to get used to running. And what I did was I just set a goal. Army APFT was 2 miles, so I set a goal of 2.5, 3 miles. And I ran. The first day, I ran till I couldn't, which is maybe a half mile, 3/4 of a mile. And I stopped running, but I walked the rest of it at a fast walk pace. The next day I came out, I wanted to beat where I was, so I ran. I ran and tried to my goal was to beat where I was the day before, and that's all it was. I worked myself up, I got to where it is, and now the way the military trains you, you're not much more of you're more distance than initial burst of speed, but some people are. So my initial burst of speed comes from doing 60 and 120s, and the 60 120 is you run 60 seconds, full sprint, and then when you hit that 60-second mark, you don't stop, you just go to a walk. You walk for 2 minutes, 120 seconds. You could also do it shorter if you're beginning this. Do a 30-second, 1 minute. So 30 60s. You run 30 seconds as hard as you can. And you repeat this. After the 2 minutes or the 1 minute comes up, you repeat it and you go. And you can set yourself 30 minutes in the day, hour in the day. I can guarantee you'll feel it, and you'll get faster, and you'll build strength. Another way to build strength too for running and moving around is ruck it. Put a ruck on, and put in, start out light, put 20 pounds in, go for a jog. An airborne shuffle is nothing more than double timing a walk. So it's basically, you're basically running slightly faster than a run, but it gets you moving, it gets your heart rate up. And go for a walk with weight on your back. Go for a walk, even if it's just putting a backpack and wrapping some dumbbell weights and towels and then going for a run or going for a long walk. Do it, because you'll start getting leg strength. You'll start getting back strength. And you know what? Watch what you eat. don't guzzle soda all day long. I don't drink soda. My biggest things are probably carbs from eating bread and sometimes sugar from certain things, but it's not from soda. And that's just really my perspective on running. If you want to get a good concept on doing push-ups, if you look up YouTube, Bring Sally Up Challenge for push-ups, and you'll find it. There's a couple in there. What it is, the song Bring Sally Up by Moby. There'll be a guy, he'll demonstrate it, but you're doing push-ups to it. And it's tough. Like, if you've never done push-ups, this will get you going. Like, it's not the number of push-ups you're doing. It's just, when he says bring Sally up, you're going to bring yourself to the up. And when you say bring Sally down, you're going to bring yourself down without touching the ground. That part there is going to start making your arm strength, depending where you position your hands. It'll create chest strength. You could use that same song and use it for squats. You could use that same song and use it for a lot of different things. You could use it for sit-ups or leg bends. And that's all without using any sort of gym so far. Now, yeah, where I live in Wisconsin, it snows, so the winter sucks for running outside. So I did invest in buying a treadmill. I bought a nicer one from a coworker, and it's great. I try to use that several times a week, and then at work, we're fortunate enough that we can actually use a treadmill there too. So I use a treadmill there, and I don't like treadmills so much, but you can crank up elevation, and I use it a lot of time for those 6120s because it forces you to run. Like, there's no way to stop running when you're going to 10 miles an hour speed on those things. So those are some simple tips that you can do. There's a whole bunch of just exercises that you can do with minimal gym equipment. The P90X had some of the best core workouts. And I remember doing that when we were overseas, and it's something I got to get back into. And those are usually fairly cheap. You can YouTube it for the most part. JE Fit is an application that you can get for Android and iPhone, and you put your data in and you put what you kind of want to work out, and you can schedule your workouts as far as you want and what you want to work out. And it goes so far as to actually give you, if you're on Wi-Fi or you can get it downloaded, it'll even give you a demonstration of the proper way to do that workout. If you're going to do curls, it'll show you the curls. It'll show you what muscle group you're working to. It's excellent. I would recommend it. And be fit for the fight. And I think some of the other things too they talk about is, I'd rather sweat here. I'd rather sweat here than me bleeding out there. I'd rather be fit enough that I can carry not only myself, but I can carry my brother off the battlefield if he gets hurt. I don't want to be the 400-pound guy that, when it comes down to it, if I were injured, that I sprain a leg or I'm so winded that I cannot run anymore and I'm failing my people. And that's the thing that you will do if you're not in shape. You will fail your brother and you will fail your sister when the time comes because you are out of shape, because you didn't have the heart, desire, and the ability to actually physically, how do you want to call it, motivate yourself to do it. And if that's what it takes, do it that way. You must be able to be stronger than anyone else around you. And that should be your goal. Tim Kennedy's goal, or Tim Kennedy's little speech that I heard, was be the hardest man there is to kill. And that's what he wanted to train to be. And I think he's one of those people that you could look to him and go, damn, that is the way to do it. And that's really been my motivation this year. Starting in 2018, that's just gonna be my motto. I'm working up towards it. That's gonna be my goal, and I'm working already towards it. I got another NCO school coming up, and I want to do well at it. And I want to do well on the PT test, and I want to do well for the soldiers that I lead. And I also want to do well for the kind of group I lead. We work in a prepping group and homesteading group, so I want to do that, and I want to be able to teach my class and go, you know what? I know where you've been. I know where I had been. I was that overweight kid, and I'm still not at what I want to call my ideal strength, but I know what it's like to be completely overweight, and you feel like shit, and you just can't breathe. You can't do this because you are too fat to even do anything. and you go to run, and you're like, God, I just ran completely like shit, and I added 3 minutes onto my run time. So I understand, and I want to be able to be the example, and that's kind of what it is. When you lead, you should lead by example, and that's who I want to be. I want to be the hardest person there is to kill, and I want to lead other people to follow that footstep. Thank you.